we give thanks for those gathered with you and give thanks for air, always present, supporting all life. If you are joining us for the first time or would like to meet some folks and make connections, we invite you to come meet our ambassadors next Sunday after the service for our meet and greet. Now, please rise in body or spirit to join me in our affirmation of who this community is. Begin with the all-important word. Love is the message of this church. And to seek the truth in love and another.
Throughout religious history, revivals have marked periods of resurgence in people's commitment to their faith traditions. Classic American tent revivals took people out of the four walls of the church and into the world. They brought the community together and served as a galvanizing force for the future. Often, these happen during times of great change or great anxiety. Now, in the midst of overlapping climate crises and mounting social injustice, we are in a time of great change and profound anxiety. Taking a note from those who have gone before us, the UUA Climate Justice Revival is meant to be a time to come together and recommit. So as we come into worship, we light this chalice with the words by Reverend Megan Foley, the Deputy Director for Congregational Life at our Unitarian Universalist Association. When Unitarian Universalists light our chalice, we're doing more than moving a bit of flame from one little stick to our favorite candle. When Unitarian Universalists light our chalice, we are showing what happens when we harness the power of fire. Fire is one of the world's most sacred elements, perhaps because it always causes change. Fire warms and feeds. Fire destroys and eliminates. With a bit of attention and care, fire works with us to reveal, to show, to literally illuminate. Fire helps us to see and to survive. And so fire is an essentially sacred symbol today at our Climate Justice Revival because we are in need of change. We are in need of warmth and sustenance, and we need to clear a bright new path for ourselves and our world. May this cup of captured fire clear a brand new path and be a symbol for our passion, our care, our brilliance in the face of great need. Like fire, we are powerful. Like fire, we create change. May it be so. Our time for all ages today is read to us by our UUA president, Reverend Dr. Sophia Betancourt, and it is through this video. Yes.
As we continue the celebration of our revival together, I am so excited to bring you a story by one of my favorite children's authors, Kobe Yamada. The images are by May Bisum. This story is called, What Do You Do with a Problem? I don't know how it happened, but one day I had a problem. I didn't want it. I didn't ask for it. I really didn't like having a problem, but it was here. It was here. Why is it here? What does it want? What do you do with a problem? I thought. I wanted it to go away. I shooed it. I scowled at it. I tried ignoring it. But nothing worked. I started to worry about my problem. What if it swallowed me up? What if my problem sneaks up and gets me? What if it gets me? What if it takes away all of my things? I worried a lot. I worried about what would happen. I worried about what could happen. I worried about this, and I worried about that. And the more I worried, the bigger my problem became. I wished it would just disappear. I tried everything I could to hide from it. I even found ways to disguise myself, but it still found me. And the more I avoided my problem, the more I saw it everywhere. I thought about it all the time. I didn't feel good at all. I couldn't take it anymore. This has to stop, I declared. Maybe I was making my problem bigger and scarier than it actually was. After all, my problem hadn't really swallowed me up or attacked me. I realized that I had to face it. So even though I didn't want to, I really didn't want to, even though I was really afraid, I got ready and I tackled my problem. When I got face to face with it, I discovered something. My problem wasn't what I thought it was, and I discovered that it had something beautiful inside. My problem held an opportunity. It was an opportunity for me to learn and grow, to be brave, to do something. It showed me that it was important to look closely because some opportunities only come once. So now I see problems differently. I'm not afraid of them anymore because I know their secret. Every problem has an opportunity for something good. You just have to look for it. And that, my loves, is the end of our story.
And now we'll sing Our Beloved, their class. Well, we're going to have our new member ceremony. Are you excited? Yes. So I would like to invite our new members to come forward so that we can welcome you to be part of our membership here at the Unitarian Universalist Community Church. I hope that you find guidance and companionship with us, and perhaps find here a source of caring, joy, challenge, and commitment in your lives. Welcome to this community of faith and hope. And now, Mary Virginia.
On behalf of the UUCC board, I welcome you to this, our liberal religious community. We do not ask for a creedal confession as a sign of your membership. Instead, we ask that you share with this fellowship your time, talent, and treasure, and to open your hearts to us. In return, we pledge to you our support and care.
And now we'll introduce our new members, and they will share their own introductions. Alice, would you like to go first? I have the paper here. You can come.
Hey, my name is Alice Hartzog and I use she, her pronouns. I'm originally from South Carolina and I moved here from the DC area about a year ago. I currently work in the victim services field as an instructional designer developing training. I'm also interested in writing, screenwriting, and travel. I've already gained a lot from being in this community. It's great to meet such a diverse and kind group of people. I hope to give back with my love of writing and communications, and I've already been working with the communications committee, so glad to be here.
We welcome Kendall up next.
Hi, I'm Kendall Simons. I use she, her pronouns. I am on a spiritual journey and am looking for a community in which I can fit. I hope to become more active in the church and make some good friends in the process.
No, I can do it. You okay? I have it. It's right here.
Hi, my name is Jason Gard. I use he, him pronouns. I work in adult education and workforce development, helping people pass the GED test using innovative learning tools. I live in Ashland next to Randolph-Macon College with my wife, Leah, who's here in the audience, congregation. And with my 3 children, Jasper, Emerson, and Matilda. They're not here with me, but I am wearing Vans that I bought for Jasper when he wears out the current pair he has. I'm wearing a belt buckle with trees on it to represent my transcendentalist son, Emerson, and a snazzy pearl snap shirt to represent my 11-year-old Matilda. I'm an avid home cook, social justice warrior / cynic. My spiritual path is currently on a deep dive into Buddhist practices, as well as hiking, gardening, and the connection and support that I receive through my men's groups and here at the church and elsewhere. And I've been dabbling in UU congregations since my teens, and I couldn't imagine calling any other church home. So thank you for having me.
Good morning, and thank you for welcoming me into your community. I'm excited to take this step towards growing in faith with all of you by joining the church as an official member. Many of you know that it has been a harrowing journey to this destination, but we are so lucky to have found ourselves in a place that is a pillow of faith as opposed to a pillar, because as important as structure is, I cannot extend enough gratitude to every soul who has given me a soft place to land here. Thank you. Also, my name is Albert.
All right. My name is Ava Ortega. I use she and her pronouns. That's my husband, obviously. And I would just want to say briefly for myself, part of why I'm joining you all is I have an abiding love for my husband and for his belief in his faith. I'm also a Jewish one, but I find that both Unitarian Universalism and Judaism espouse the same values of, loving kindness, caring for the world, and caring for your neighbors. So this place feels like home to me. And I hope I can learn from all of you, and I hope you can learn from me in return. Thank you.
Okay. We be a part of now. Okay. If you need to here. So congregation, it is our turn to start by saying we Unity Church.
We offer. We're going to ask you to do more speeches. As I call your name, please come forward and be welcomed and received a gift. Receive a gift. Alice? I was kidding. Kendall? Jason? Ava? Albert? You are joining into a beloved human trying and sometimes failing and trying again community. A church that seeks to use love, wonder, and connection to transform ourselves and the world. A community of covenant, of being together in love and service. We welcome you. Congregation, please say it with me now. Welcome.
Oh, now I invite you to rise in body or in spirit to sing one of our favorite hymns, Blue Boat Home. Journey hymnal, the word read. You don't have to flash this one, sorry. Listen to your neighbors. Okay.
climate justice. Climate justice isn't abstract. It starts close to home and impacts people, including all of us and our neighbors. It's not a contest between our commitments to the planet and our commitments to a more just society. In fact, those commitments are one and the same. We have chosen to share our offering plate this morning with Home Again. Sherry Trice from Home Again will share on video about her organization.
Good morning, everyone. I'm so honored to be here and thank all of you, the parishioners at the Unitarian Universalist Community Church, for having me here this morning. My name is Sherry Trice, and I am the Development Director at Home Again, a nonprofit organization who for the last 40 years has provided essential services and temporary shelter to individuals, families, children, seniors, and veterans experiencing homelessness in our great city. Each year, Home Again serves over 500 people by providing emergency shelter and critical wraparound services to ensure their long-term stability. Our services include housing navigation, workforce development, financial literacy courses, nutritious meals, behavioral and medical health care, financial consulting, and employment assistance. We also help clients to access their benefits like Social Security, SNAP, and Medicaid. Our mission goes beyond temporary shelter. We offer a comprehensive level of support, helping people overcome barriers to achieve lasting stability. Your help, including today's support, makes it possible for us to do life-changing work. Whether it's covering utility costs so families have a safe haven to call home, or providing essential items for our clients moving into their own homes, your generosity ensures that our neighbors have what they need to establish and maintain stability. Additionally, funds support critical needs like security and utility deposits, medical exams, transportation passes to get to and from work, and much more. There's truly no donation too great or too small. As you consider giving today, know that your contribution will have a direct and positive impact on the lives of those most in need in our community. On an annual basis, as we assist individuals moving from shelter to stability, roughly 72% of those folks are able to sustain permanent housing, with less than 8% returning to homelessness after a year of exiting our programs. So please know that our work is critical, particularly as the homelessness crisis grows in the greater Richmond region. And we appreciate your community support to help us be able to do everything we need to assist our neighbors in need. Thank you.
And just for clarification, I think if people aren't familiar with our fourth Sunday, correct me if I'm wrong, the cash will automatically go to this organization. If you are writing a check, then in the memo, put the name of the organization. Thank you for your offering. May it go to our church and all of the wisdom. I can't remember all the, it's not there. All these years, I still haven't memorized it. But may it go to the love, wonder, and connection that we try to put through our church.
As you can tell, our script's a little different today than normal. At this point, we're going to have a prayer for people and the planet. Find a comfortable position for your body as we share these prayers, as we share this moment together. And keep your ears open for when we will need your response. It will also be on the screen so you can read it. Fear stifles imagination and limits our capacity for relationships that embrace our beautiful and abundant humanity. Fear creates cynical cycles of supremacy and extractive relationships with each other and our planet. Reimagining together is how we overcome fear. Reimagining together is how we build new relationships and a new era, putting love at the center. Today, especially, we put love at the center of our work for climate justice. So please join us in these prayers by responding. Let's reimagine a new era together.
With reverence, beginning right here in this congregation, we pray for ourselves that we open our hearts to be companions, caring for a hurting world, and committing to create a world of flourishing. Let us reimagine a new era together. With reverence for the great web of life and with humility, we acknowledge our place in it. We commit to protect Earth and all things from exploitation. So we pray for land, ecosystems, all species, the entire natural world. Let us together. We pray for justice for local frontline communities who are impacted first, worst, and longest by climate change and who face systemic oppression. We hold, especially today, those in the path of Hurricane Helene who are just starting to get an idea of the damage of the storm has left behind. Let us reimagine a new together. In reimagining the capacity to recommit to committing start communities of mutual support, which are the building blocks of an ecosystem of mutual survival. Let us reimagine a new together. We look towards each other, people of faith, good conscience, and spirit, leaning on one another and trusting in the hope we can create together. Let us reimagine a new era together. We make right the wrongs of the past not by ignoring them, but by doing the difficult work of dismantling the oppressive systems and behaviors that feed our illusion of separation. May we live in a way that honors our interdependence and acts in accordance with our interconnection with all people and the planet. Let us reimagine a new era together.
As we begin in local committed communities of support, we find the strength and courage to widen our circles of concern, resisting hierarchies of value and ideologies of scarcity. Let us reimagine a new era together. In widening and deepening connections, we discover relations in the salt-kissed islands of Kiribati the solid and frozen ground of Newtok, Alaska, and the life-giving valley of the Rio Guapinol. Let's reimagine a new era together. With humility and commitment, we acknowledge our own part in so much harm to our relations. Saltwater encroachment, dying permafrost, and the poison refuse of illegal mining. Let us reimagine a new era together. May we set down fear. May our courage to face the intersecting systems of harm lead to the strength to create intersecting practices of love and healing so that all may flourish. Let's reimagine a new era together.
Reimagining together, we build new relationships. We put love at the center of climate justice work, and we commit. Amen. Now, an anthem, you probably know, is a rousing or uplifting song identified with a particular group or cause. For this special denomination-wide climate justice revival, the planning team commissioned an anthem to celebrate not just today, but to carry forward in years to come, identifying our work for climate justice. The talented musicians Leah Morris and Adam Pod had gifted us with the song entitled Part of It. It calls us to choose survival and make an art of it. Poetic ways of stating that we are committed to working for a flourishing world. Because our care of the planet and all its creatures is an existential task, the lyrics reflect a sense of urgency as well as passion and dedication and joy to the work. The song also calls us to curiosity, humility, creativity, and grace. The work does not fall on one person's shoulders alone. Contributions individuals make are part of the solution. We must ground our solutions in community care and love at the center. So let us reimagine together with this beautiful piece of music.
Come on up, choir. I'm going to say a couple words while they're coming up. Yes, 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 yes. There's a part that you can sing. Everyone loves to be involved. It's it's up on the screen right now, but then it's simple. The words. I hope we are a part. We are a part of it. We're at the heart. We're at the heart of it. And the choir will gesture when they'd like you to sing, hopefully, or I'll gesture. It comes, about 3/4 of the way through. So I hope you enjoy the song.
Rituals facilitate connection and a sense of community, and they help us promote the values that we share. This ritual for action is intended to help us embody what we've been talking, thinking, and singing about. Using water as a symbol of renewal, your hands will be blessed for the work of climate justice. If you are ready to take action, please come forward to receive a blessing with these words. Friend, you are commissioned to act for climate justice. I bless your hands with water. May they do the work that must be done, care for those that need the touch of kindness, and create flourishing everywhere. So if you are ready to commit to this and get your hands blessed, please come up to this station. You can come around the outside and be blessed with the water and return to your seats through the center aisle. We are blessed, that's correct. And in the spirit of that joy, please rise, rise, rise to body or spirit to sing "The Tide is Rising." The words are on our screen.
So this this isn't in the hymnal, so I think we've done this enough times that a lot of us know it. But if you don't get it the first time, you get so many tries. So many tries.
You may be seated for our closing words by Reverend Peggy Clark. Knowing how quickly the flame of truth may be extinguished, how easily the chalice of fellowship is broken, let us be vigilant in our faith, keep peace in our hearts, and make care for one another, the watchword of our lives together. So our light goes out everywhere into the world. Our light goes out everywhere. Healing and hope are needed. Our light goes out. And for our closing, I invite you to stay seated and grab hands with those around you if you are comfortable doing so. If not, elbows are just fine. When you go, let us go in peace to love and serve this world and one another. When you go, go in peace. Shalom and shalom.
Leave this place knowing that you are good and knowing that you are loved.
Take your light and your dark and your light and your love from this place and share them with the world. And stay safe until we meet again. And please stay in the seats and we need to leave for our congregation, which will be swiftly followed by our new member welcome potluck. Hooray! So remember, only members, especially those who are here today and signed the book, yes, you can vote, but all are welcome to stay for the meeting. It's informative. So here we go, straight into our meeting.
Good morning. We have a few procedural things. Most of you know the routine, maybe better than I do, but I've got wonderful minions, other board members who are passing around clipboards, and we have to check off who is here, and then we add up the figures to make sure we have a quorum for this meeting. And we have just one thing on the agenda today. Just one, but it's a really important one. We want to form a group called the Call Process Task Force. And I don't know that our church has ever been through this process, but the UUA has everything covered. And they have a procedure for all these unusual things that happen. And we are looking to examine what the congregation desires as far as converting Reverend Sarah from an interim minister to a permanent minister. Called minister, yes, yes, yes. It is a process that will take about 5 months. It just gives the committee enough time to really consult with as many of you as possible. And you're used to the small groups, and that's how this is done. We'll have a lot of meetings where you'll have the opportunity to talk about how you feel about the life of the church, the future of the church, how things are going. So we're just waiting to have everybody check in and make sure we have a quorum. Thank goodness for Leslie Anderson, who is our secretary, and has been doing this for far too long. I love all the experience around me. It takes a village.
Gonna take a little bit to get them signed.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
It does.
So we're working out the details here. The clipboards are coming around. Be patient, chat amongst yourselves. Don't leave. We need a quorum.
They're handing out packets, which you may remember have 3 cards inside, a green, a yellow, and a red, so that when we get around to voting, you hold up your card to show how you feel.
Do you need
A packet is just, I could remind them of the wording on a packet, or I can just tell them. It's kind of a long thing to read. Courtesy. Common courtesy. I think we're ready. You haven't signed in? Oh, you just want to wait till afterwards? Okay. No, I'll call on you. We're going to turn the chairs.
I'm gonna turn every other row.
On both sides?
Yeah.
Both sides,
And
okay.
set up tables.
Okay, all right, good, thank you. All right, Leslie, do we have a quorum present?
We definitely have a quorum. We're about 10 over, so we'll get a final number later on in the meeting.
Thank you, everybody. All right, so we're talking about forming a new group. It's called the Call Process Task Force, and its work will start in October, and it will go for about 5.5 months, if that's necessary. It's up to the group, the task force, to decide on its procedure. There are general guidelines that the UUA gives to us, but our own church makes its decision about how it's going to proceed. But 5.5 months, I think, gives us plenty of time to have small group meetings and to gather the opinions of all people in the church. We have a wonderful nominating committee, and I thank them so very much for all they do all year long. The nominating committee has submitted to me and to the board a group of 5 persons, and the names are Jane Lux, Michelle Nadeau, Steve Smith, Carrie Williams Jensen, and Kathy Wimett. And we feel that this is a wonderful group of people that have been agreed to do this for us. And so again, it'll be October through mid-March. We have to do a vote before mid-March so that we fit within the general guidelines of how employment is done in the UUA. So I think I have covered the general information. We'll certainly have information that will be offered to the congregation throughout the next 5.5 months. We may again have an informational congregational meeting after service, and the call task force will address any questions that you have and describe how their process is coming. All right, well, the motion on the floor is to accept the slate: Jane Lux, Michelle Nadeau, Steve Smith, Carrie Williams Jensen, and Kathy Wimett to serve on the Call Process Task Force. Can I ask for a show of hands of those in favor of the Call Process Task Force? Green. I see a sea of green. Good, and of course our online people are with us, so we have an approval from the online group. We also had 14 absentee ballots that approve of this as well unanimously. So thank you very much. It is passed, and we will call this group to start its work in October. And we have a question on the floor. We are still working on forming what we're calling the Imagining Our Future Task Force, and Rick Lux is working on that, and he's working on some material to get the group started. And so when we're ready to announce what will happen with that task force, we will certainly get the information to the congregation. Thank you for asking. Yeah. I think that we have done what we needed to do on the agenda, and the next most important thing is to feed ourselves. Oh, excuse me, yeah. Okay, thank you so much. There was enough green that I think we still can say that this passed this morning. Tim? Have a second on that? Okay, we will adjourn, but remember, we need a little help with the chairs. We want to do the whole space today. We turn the chairs around and we put the tables in between rows of chairs. So that'll help with getting the potluck going. Thank you so much.